I'm going to let Captain Russia lead the way on this one, man.
Okay.
If it goes to shit, it's his fault. Morning, guys. Well, thank Christ for this little cabin, because it's absolutely frozen. The ground is frozen. Out here, all the plants, so everything's got ice on it. Even my trekking pole, which I laid down, has got a big glob of ice on it. So yeah, it was, I don't know, probably -10 or something like that out here last night. I had some visitors last night. I thought I was all done and settled in there by myself, and yeah, these 3 Kazakh mountaineers just appeared out of nowhere just before dark. They're full alpinists. They've got all their crampons and ropes and everything, ice picks. They're heading up over this summit, over this. So that's insane. They're gonna they're getting this, bagging this peak here. So good on them. But so there's 4 of us in there actually, and they were really nice guys. They didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any Kazakh or Russian. So but all 3 of them smoked like bloody chimneys. They were just lighting cigarettes off cigarettes. And Dutch, like, I thought, God, it's just one of those situations where you're just completely outnumbered by people. They've just come and take over, and just, yeah, I really wanted an early night. My knees were killing me, and yeah, I just wanted to lie down in my sleeping bag and go to bed, and they would just put on their music and smoking ciggies, and anyway. Finally come to a bit of a flat section here. Oh, thank Christ, because just over this little horizon here down to where I was in that mountain hut. Absolutely brutal. It was as steep as, I guess, the track that I took to come down here. And I'm kind of hoping that, I'm guessing the pass I've got to do is up here. And I was like, shit, man, is this what it's going to be for the next, what have I got, maybe 8 kilometers to the pass? I think I'll turn around. I went to collect some water here because there won't be some more, I don't know if there's any more water until over the pass, but there was a tent set up, so I was like, Dobry den! And I got a response, and there's a nice guy from Moscow camped there, a young fella, probably Bigfoot, that I saw yesterday that I never saw again. So Bigfoot's Russian, and so he's we've made an arrangement. We're going to meet just before the pass because he's a bit hesitant on the pass as well, and so he's a lot younger than me. He's probably going to overtake me somewhere along the way. And yeah, I was planning on camping at 3,800 meters on this side of the pass, but well, the rate that I've been going so far, I've sort of calculated it that I'll potentially be at the pass by about 1 in the afternoon. So that gives me plenty of time to get over the pass and down the other side. You know what's slightly disheartening is when you don't know the trail, you don't know where water can be found. So I've filled up with 3 litres of water right down at the very bottom, and well, I'm following fresh water the whole way. Like an extra 3 kilos when I'm already taking maybe 15, maybe 16 kilo. Oh, that's a lot. So, but I also can't be stuffed taking my bag off and tipping the water out that I'm carrying. So I'm going to just carry this goddamn water up this mountain, alongside water up this mountain. I love it once you get up into this sort of zone in the mountains. Stunning. Okay. There's a beautiful little spot here. As soon as I've come up over the ridge here, because the wind's been blowing straight up that valley, and which is why I had the tailwind yesterday pushing me up, the snow behind me. As soon as I come over here, the wind has just stopped. The sun is just warming me up. It's beautiful, and you got this crystal clear water. To get a bit of an idea of how cold it still is, even though the sun's on me here, the water here is frozen, and it's 10:30 in the morning, and still all frozen over. And I mean, it's a pretty still, slow moving water here, which is why it's frozen, but I would have imagined the sun's well and truly up on it now. Heel for heel and toe for toe, arm and row and row. Something or other I don't know. We're off to Maddie's wedding. Isn't that a fun little ditty from half of my family. My dad's side is Scottish and my mum's side's English. I just thought, but anyway, for whatever reason, I just remembered that line being sung to me as a kid. It's a Scottish song anyway. And I just thought of something else. This English guy said to me once when I said that I was Australian. And of course none of my parents are Australian, either Scottish or British. And he said, a dog born in a stable is still a dog. Right, it's been a hard push up this valley here. It's all sort of rocky moraine, and it just makes for hard work, and it just keeps on going. So I'm pretty sure that this is the pass here, this little saddle. So it's got a long way to go, and it's over some, you know, look at this terrain. It's just rocks and boulders. You've got to constantly be stepping up and watching your footing. It's not just a nice little easy stroll along a path, but look at the rewards. This is a beautiful mountain. Like I've just landed in the Spiti Valley or Ladakh. So you stay put for a little bit there, matey, and then come down, but only when I got my camera on you, okay? Deal. Fuck, can you hear the cracking up here? Man, this has just become an absolute battle against your body and your mind. Like, these boulders are huge, and it just looks like there's absolutely zero relent and zero path. There's even, I haven't seen any rock cairns for a while. You just kind of point and hope and go. It's so taxing on the body. We're up We're starting to get up about 3,800 now. We're really getting up in altitude, and shit, man, like, you gotta just keep fucking jumping from rock to rock. This ain't no Sunday stroll. Have a lunch, guys. A huge section just come down. I've decided to have lunch. It's bang on 12 o'clock. Whew. Been going for 4 hours now. I think that's pretty good going. There's a couple of little alpine lakes here. The brown one and a blue one there. Apparently down here is another lake. But as far as I can figure out, there is no track here, and there are no cans, and there is no maps. Like, I'm using an offline maps, but the trail for that finished somewhere down there. So you kind of just you got to figure it out yourself from here. And the best that I can figure out is that this saddle here is the most likely pass. But I really don't see anywhere that you could go up. It's all just this rock. So hopefully it just makes a bit more sense as I push on, but it's so hard going. This is crazy. So I'll cook up some pasta, maybe have a coffee and chill, and with some fresh legs and a fresh mind, it won't look so bad. Maybe. Alright, so check out this for a little lunch spot. So I brought up a couple of these packets of pasta. There's a few pastas. There's like a stew, and here's my little cooker. Here we go. So we're just check that out. Not a bad, oh, we're steaming away already. There's not a bad spot for lunch, eh? And I made myself a coffee already, and I'm gonna have some. This is spaghetti bolognese. So we'll cook this up and enjoy the view. Well, this is very bloody annoying. I have my lunch up here, and where I've got to get to is over there. I was not expecting it. I think I've taken the wrong way. I might have to go back down the mountain and around. Although this is only maybe 100 meters down, that's 100 meters of, there's some big rocks. You start a rock slide here and you're stuffed. I can see a marker over here where I need to get to. Oh, far out. I need to get down here. Okay, well, I ended up just coming straight down the thing and sliding. My knee doesn't like that I did that too much, but see, I was meant to meet my Russian Bigfoot at either the lake on the other side, or there's a campground just here. This is a campground. Because none of the maps or anything have any form of topography, there's no way of seeing that there's a whole heap of hills. That, like, when I met him further down the hill, I was like, oh, if I'm not at the lake, I'll be here. You can't tell there'll be a bloody mountain in between you. So he's come down, he came around this way through here. I was yelling out for him because I watched him go that way. Meanwhile, I was up here on top of the bloody hill, and I've come down here he's gone up there thinking I'm at the lake. So, but there's so many. Oh, this is just a whole heap of like valleys and hills, and just yeah, and you lose sight of where you're meant to be going, or anyone that you're meant to be meeting, or anything like that. It's just it's a mountain labyrinth. So but anyway, he's coming back. I feel sorry for him. He's gone up there looking for me. But anyway, we will conquer. Hey, how found's this thing on my head? Do you like it? Thank you. And here we have Comrade. If it wasn't for him, I'd probably be up somewhere up in the mountains up here. He had the right path. So, but I can see the path zigzagging up this kind of ridge here. So, no problem is insurmountable in little bits.
I think this is the last water.
The last water here, okay. Okay, so we've come up and over a little horizon here, and what we were kind of hoping to see was an easier path, but what we've got, in the words of Comrade, is fucking shit.
Not proper. I think this is our road.
Yeah, just a slightly faint. It doesn't look like anything, man. It's just a steep, shaly, loose rock. That's just that's not.
Maybe, why not?
There's a beautiful little lake down here. Frozen lake.
Let's go to swim.
Let's go swimming. You can see it's covered in ice. God.
Garbage.
That'll be it. I'm going to let Captain Russia lead the way on this one, man.
Okay.
If it goes to shit, it's his fault. Okay, this is kind of all under ice here. But yeah, there's no evident path. There's just all sort of this mud and rock. It's all just tumbled down from the mountain. It's just a case of point up and go. It's probably one of the first climbs I've done where there's not been, you've always sort of gone into it thinking, yeah, it'll come evident soon. It's just is non-existent here. So we've come from the lake here. Essentially we went up the side and they got really tough and started coming along the edge.
Don't stay under snow.
And then
Come on.
we got the biggest problem is this ice shelf above us, so we'll motor on. Beautiful, look at these mountains, look at the colours in them though. There's like blacks and greys, there's red, it's just stunning. This is why it's worth it, eh? We're pretty much at the pass by the looks of things, and we're at this, so it's just turned to ice. So would have been hoping for some softer snow, and that's a long shoot down the hill if you get this wrong. So I'm finally at the snow line. Yes, we're right on the pass, heading down that way, and just shooting straight down here. It's not been until this trip that I've done mountain passes. I love them. They're great. Once you get up to the top of them, oh, it's just la-di-da, isn't it? This is fantastic. So we were half heading up that way. I'm glad that we came around. But look at the scenery. Yeah, 4,000 meters on the pass. stunning. There's another pass done. You got to be happy with that. Now, now we've got to do it all downhill. Guys, we are up the top. Anton and I, we've come up here. Legend. So we've just dumped the bags down at the pass. Because we're not done with climbing mountains, we wanted to come up a little bit further and just get up to have a good view around. So look at this. I can't believe how far we've come. But look at the landscape. There were actually two avalanches I saw today here, and this is all cracking and making noise with the sun on it. There's a lot of cracks in here, so there's a lot of prime areas for a bit of snow and icefall around here. Oh wow, I can't get over the view from up here. Absolutely beautiful. We're feeling good. We're feeling strong. We've had some lunch. Just look at this.
I think we can sleep.
We sleep here, right here. Look at this.
Good area for camping.
What a spot for a tent. We got fresh water
And a good weather now.
and a view. Look at this. So this is the view down the other side, down the pass, and we've yet to sort of suss out how to get off of this mountain, which is stage 2 of this. Shit, it's a long way down, isn't it? Okay guys, how's that for let's get this off for a little bit. There we go, we're a little bit better now. How's that for a climb up a mountain? Pretty stoked with this. Bit over 4,000 meters and a long way down to go. This is a huge confidence boost. It's another experience under the belt. Like every pass you do, every summit you climb, every multi-day trek, you just keep building and building. Your confidence grows, and your belief in yourself, and what you know you're able to do. So I've got a really good feeling, and my legs are feeling good. I've got a 2 kilometer altitude descent to do, so we'll see how we go at that. But right now on top of this mountain, yep, loving life. Alrighty. Look at this whole mountain's just moving. We're off the worst of it. That whole mountain is just made up of rocks, loose rocks that just keep tumbling down. It's so every step forward you end up sliding down a bit. It's a bit hard going, but now we're sort of there's a better defined track here, and I guess it's because the rocks aren't as big as the big rocky moraine that was on the other side. Yum 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 yum. These mountains, this valley, wow. We're kind of leaving behind all the loose rock. Look at this, look at these mountains. It's pretty easy going. It's just lovely, it's luscious, it's lascivious. It's not lascivious at all, but anyway, you get the idea. It's kind of on a four-wheel drive track now, so it's pretty easy going, although my left knee is agony, so agony, get it? Whatever. Okay, this is the easiest part of it, but the most painful for me so far. So we'll carry on until we'll pitch up tent down here somewhere. Alright guys, that is the end of day 2. And what a heck of a day. I did not plan on getting here. I planned on being on the other side of the pass and then coming down here, and then I got to go down that valley tomorrow. Got another 10k to do tomorrow. I'm so glad that I pushed on, and it's getting bloody freezing out here. But the sky is just insanely beautiful tonight. We had the best sunset. I've cooked up some food. We've got a great little camp spot. 10 hours of hiking with full pack and everything, and wow, 10 hours, 4,000 meters, a massive mountain pass, like, that's huge. So yeah, alrighty, I'm calling it. I'm gonna get in my sleeping bag and try to warm up. Alright guys, we'll see you in the morning.